gotta start sharing links and stuff.
Start the stream now. And so we are streaming.
Wow, my favorite Homestuck streamers.
Thank you.
We sit here. We cause problems. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Discord. I just need David Cage. Yep.
No David Cage.
I
Only
need him.
Nope. Only
We're
He is
ready
my
now,
sleep
you're not.
paralysis demon.
Only Homestuck, sorry.
No.
It sounds like it's Homestuck time. I cannot tell you.
I like that mine is like a full long, like written like a small paragraph of a content warning, and you just have David Cage saying flashing lights.
That's great. What else do you need?
I mean, that's
What
fair.
is what is
I mean, it's David Cage. He's half the warning right there.
He'll scare off the weak-willed.
I'm gonna unmute so that I can
Yeah.
put David Cage
okay.
in correctly.
Hey,
Hello, Axo. What? Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy the Homestuck. Me and my friends are going to be reading Homestuck. 2 of them for the first time.
Yes.
Me and Zodiac have done it all before. I'm just going to fix up my David Cage real quick. Yes. We
Yep.
are complete with these lovely little sprites made by the Zodiac Lord himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made them. You should follow him.
I'm also streaming. We're doing, for some reason, 3 of us
Yeah,
are streaming
for
right
some
now. For some reason.
For some reason. Don't worry about it, guys, okay? Sometimes that happens.
Because we're all just a
Sometimes
little bit
we are
feral.
all here.
Tell
A
me,
little
I'll figure out
feral.
how to do this.
Gosh.
You
I gotta
know.
check my Nightbot, see if he's still working. Nightbot, sir.
Nightbot,
What
sir,
commands
says
did I give you?
Says
I'm
sleeping.
not a smart man.
I should probably also do that thing, but like that's a lot of work. And that's a lot more work than I want to do right now. So, teehee. I'll do it anyway. I just gotta. Eventually, I'll set up Nightbot so Nightbot does things, but like that's a lot of work right now.
Thank you for the honk. Honks.
Honk honk.
Honks. Honk, honk. Yes. That's the guy. That's the guy. We've also got. Oh god, I gotta. Hopefully, they send you to the right Chipma.
We'll. I don't know.
And of course, just for love.
I guess we'll
Just
find
for
out when I get over there to look.
That's not the right one. It's this one.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
not the right
Mooney.
one.
I love you so much. Well, I hope that guy enjoys their shot.
There's my content warning. Yippee.
Random shout out from a Homestuck. I hope they don't see it as a threat.
It is a threat.
It'll be a
So
threat, don't worry.
threatening.
We're always threatening, guys.
Alright, let me just put
Pieces.
on my new David Cage. Where is he? There he is.
And then I gotta pin this.
Don't
'cause
mind
I
David.
We'll mind him a little bit.
Don't mind David.
We'll mind him a little
Don't
bit.
mind David. He's just coming in to you all about the flashing lights.
Wow, I was just given a shout out from quietly existing.
Yeah.
There we go. We're all ready to go.
We're so ready.
I don't.
Alright, what's my engine?
You know how sometimes you sit here and you're like, yeah, this sounds like a good idea, and it's not, and it wasn't, and then it's like, yeah. But it's more of like I can't figure out
Why isn't this working? This should work. I don't know why it's not working.
Chino's having a bad time. It's fine. Oh, God.
Well, you see, I would like to pin this message, and that's not working here.
Chim
You
will
know?
figure out how to put a message. Yes.
I figured it out. So that's
Oh,
pinned.
good job.
Mainly
Yes,
unposed at the
yes.
end of stream. Okay. There we go. Done.
We're going to be reading Homestuck together. We have each got assigned characters.
Yeah.
Which is going to be beautiful.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
fun time. Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
Hi for stream, or more probably accurately, people who are going to watch the VOD in the future. I'm here with my 4 beautiful friends, Chidama /
Yes,
Quietly
4 of us.
Existing.
4 other friends.
I'm included,
are you
I'm
saying
included in the
Zodiac
friends.
is Zodiac
We're all
friend?
streaming.
I'm also a friend of myself.
I'm also streaming.
Yeah, it's definitely. Anyway, I'm here with my with my wonderful friends, Chinema / Quietly Existing, Mooney / Gun Mooney, and of course, Letters of Sky.
Hello.
We're all here to have a very fun little shenanigan time reading Homestuck. Me and Letters have read / listened to it before. I technically first experienced Homestuck through the Octopimp dub, if anyone's familiar with that. And Letters, I believe, has read more than I have. And of course, we have Chinema Mooney here, who have never read it, or have only read the first couple of pages of it. So they're going to be coming in mostly blind. So
Yeah, no, I have gotten to the Mafia, and Chidama has not gotten to any of it, so...
What do you mean? I got to part of it. I got to the part where he was moving
Cinema
around the
read
house.
5 pages and said no thank
That's
you.
nothing! By the way, Chidama, to make your life hell,
Yeah.
your stream quality is blurry.
Why is it blurry?
I don't know.
As in blurry, as in like.
Your quality is 360p 60.
360p 60.
That's really bad.
unfortunate.
I know.
That's really bad.
Considering Morgan's is 1080.
Hey,
Nice.
No,
look at
Why is it
Morgan's is
doing that?
720. Letters is 1080, like a fucking goblin.
I do not know how I would fix this. How would I fix this?
I don't
well,
know.
you fix it. I'm gonna go get some water real quick, and then we
That's a
can
good idea.
Make sure
hopefully
you get
start.
some
hopefully
water,
I'll
you
fix it.
get
We
your
can start with that.
snackies, you're all prepared for the hamster. Axo says you should sacrifice a goat, and that should work, and that sounds correct.
Output tab in your account and just the settings.
Output tab in.
Resolution.
As in like where? On
I don't-
OBS?
Yes, OBS. Oh,
Okay.
I thought you
So,
meant like as in
Kaya-
like where in general. I'm like, I don't know the layout of OBS.
Okay. And you said
Probably
I see an-
resolution.
tools, I see output timer. That doesn't seem to help me.
I'm very excited to
Um,
do
It's
Yeah.
on. Do you know where the general like thing is? Like the taskbar to the left.
Yeah.
It should be
The
an
taskbar-
output.
Are we still fixing it?
Go to output,
Yeah.
and then that should do it.
I'm gonna go to settings.
That
Zodiac
works
is
a good
too.
reading
idea.
for John. I have
there we
the
go.
pleasure
Output.
of being
Recording.
the icon Rose herself. Mooney is going to be our Dave, and Chinema is going to be Jade, and it's very on point.
Yeah, and the trolls you'll find out when we get there eventually in like 5
And
years.
you want me to? Okay, so from output, where do you want me to change it to?
You should probably adjust your streaming settings.
Yeah.
You want to find the resolution, I'm assuming?
I see bitrate.
Adjusting any of those might work.
Since
You
this
got
is
this,
just going to be
everything.
us talking, and there's not really much
I'm just gonna do
sound going to
slow
be from
test
Homestuck
quality.
unless we're in the sound part.
I'm
So I'm
gonna
just going to
call
put one of
that.
my music in the background.
Apply.
Where's my
Click
music?
OK. And hope that fixes it.
Anyway, to show
That
you what I
better?
mean, because I'm not crazy.
And in the background.
You
Who's
send
going to
this-
be Dad? We'll figure it out when we get there.
That's not important. Technically, we only were assigning characters that I believe had chat logs, or at least like defined dialogue. I don't. Does Dad actually talk?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because that's what I thought, and I assumed
Yeah.
we'd also be like narrating for our specific people's sections.
Yeah.
Because
So
technically,
when we get to the mayor, Chinema gets to take over your narration.
yes, because that's the mayor speaking.
That's the mayor speaking.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, because for anyone who doesn't know,
I don't think what I did worked. Do I have?
for anyone who doesn't know how like Homestuck is structured like narratively as a webcomic, because it is a bit of a different kind of webcomic, it is structured as if we're playing like an adventure game. So a majority of the game is told through kind of like a second person narrative, basically like second kind of leaning into third person narrative of like, this is John. John is going to be doing these things. Like, you are John. That's your name. So it's like sort of told through a more narrative, like a narrator type thing, until we get to the chat logs, which take up most of the word count of Homestuck. A lot of people don't know that, first of all, I think Homestuck is actually one of the longest literary works in the English language, if not the longest. But also most of that is taken up by just chat logs between characters. That's how a majority of the story is told, is just through the characters texting each other on a chat, like a chat program. We're basically looking at a bunch of kids' Discord messages is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. Can you go to settings?
Also, chat warning, my Discord likes to just go dark. So we'll be getting the cage jump scare occasionally as I have to reset him.
Junima,
Yeah.
can you go to settings on the right? On the control section. The bottom right. Click settings.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. Do.
Pop up anything or no?
It will in a second. Because I'm streaming it. Okay, it takes me to the same place.
Do you have Chrome open right now?
No, I exited out of Firefox just a second ago.
Okay.
Exo, Vegeta, they leaked the Pestra logs. We have to blow up Alternia.
Oh god.
I mean, you're correct.
I mean, basically. No, I think who was I telling this? I was just like, the beauty of Homestuck and the reason why it's so fucking long is because
check this back.
The beautiful thing about Homestuck is that like the writing between a lot of the kids, for better and for worse, is like so authentically teenager. Like it just, some of it really does read very naturally and like as these different characters and stuff like that, which is great.
Are you able to see pop up? I'm gonna take that as a no.
No.
Unfortunately, that means that that also works in the detriment of being like, it's so long because there's so much talking about just random teenage bullshit.
I mean, we can just go as is, gentlemen, and then figure it out afterwards if you're okay with that.
Yeah, it's fine because as long as he can hear us, that's fine. That's the important thing.
Yeah, we can just figure it out afterwards. You just have to put us back, and we're all good.
We're back. It was just because I started streaming Discord that it decided, actually, no, we're not able to show each other.
Oh.
There we are.
Well, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah. It's silly. Ready.
Alright. This gag is only going to work on people who are watching my end, but that's okay. Anyway, ready, guys? Here we go. Let us behold the Homestuck.
The Homestuck.
Behold!
Homestuck.
For anyone who's also, everybody have fun. Those who have also are reliving it right now, and also the people who have never read Homestuck or have no idea anything about it. I hope you have a fun time getting to learn about it through us. So here we go.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, and also for my stream, anyone who's wondering, like, as we're reading words, if you're like, what words are you reading? It's because it's on I have it set up on my stream where I can see the words and I can read the words, but y'all are just seeing the images. 1 second, let me get my glasses. Actually,
here's the thing, Axo. Yeah. I don't know any characters in Homestuck.
I'm going to say Dave because no one can stop me. The question being, which Homestuck characters do you think would engage with Skibidi Toilet?
What?
I don't know what that is. I'm too old for this.
I also don't know what that is.
Yeah, here we are.
What do you mean Homestucks with Viz Media? My god.
What?
Sometimes...
Do you not see the Viz logo on the bottom of the adverts going by?
Oh,
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
It's
And I'm
media.
just very, it's media.
We were talking about something else, so I thought you were still continuing on with that conversation. Anyway.
I think Viz Media is the guys that like made the book.
Are you all going through? No, we're not going through all of it in one stream. This is just the first of
Not
probably
crazy.
of probably 100 streams. I'm sure, so long as we're all having fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's the
let's.
important thing.
Here we go. Are we ready?
Go.
I'm ready.
Okay. A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? We are going to enter a name.
Again,
Zeus Poop-Lord. Fortunately, we cannot put in the silly name. I guess we'll just have to try again. Also, just
Try again,
Stupid shirt.
smartass.
John Egbert. There we go.
Yay.
Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but are not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore and are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? John, quickly retrieve arms from the drawer. Your arms are in the magic chest, Poop Lord. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. John, quickly retrieve the arms from the magic chest. Oh yeah, now here's the part where my setup is now lacking, but look, we have arms, and now we've put them in our
arms.
capsulog. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest and use these for hilarious antics. Your capsulog theme for you capsulog them in your Sylladex. You have no idea what that actually means though. There are other items in the chest. In here you have an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. Among the artifacts are two fake arms, currently capsulogged in your Sylladex, one pair of thick handcuffs, one stunt sword, one magician's hat, and one pair of beagle puss glasses. I know those aren't what they're actually called, but also ice cream.
Beagle puss.
Beagle puss. I just don't know what that means. Anyway,
We never will.
several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and one copy of Colonel Sassarit Carré's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery, and one copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavaney. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. Bold to assume Cassie would ever be coherent. You're right. You stow the smoke pellets in one of your capsulog cards in your Sylladex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but at least you're starting to get the hang of a vernacular. At least you have two capsulog cards remaining. That's what we're doing. God, you aren't totally sure if a quip is a verb copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one that you just used to capsulog the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms, but this is probably unadvisable since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Sylladex fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stacked data structure. You are never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept of puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance a new, more practical fetch modi for your Sylladex with a little more experience. Examine the Problem Sleuth poster.
I love Problem Sleuth.
Problem Sleuth. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. There is a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. I forget what happens if we click this. Does this take us to a different comic?
Just click it.
I don't know. Click it. Let's see.
Oh, it takes us to merch.
We can buy the shirts.
Let's see merch.
We get merch.
You know, merch.
Look at the merch.
Surprise
Merch.
merch.
Look at the
Oh, yeah.
merch.
Surprise merch
Like
drop.
barbecue sauce.
Yeah. You know.
You know.
Advertising the
merch
pussy.
Read note on drawer. This note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Beside is the note of a rolled up poster. Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you. Take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what it is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your walls. Acquire a hammer and nails. They may come in handy. You first place the hammer into your Sylladex, but now one of your Captcha-Log cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. You Captcha-Log 4 nails onto the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyway, but you probably don't want to do that again, unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you will do probably will be exceptionally meaningful. Squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet the polished surface of your desk, it beckons.
Intrusive thoughts, they win.
No.
Intrusive thoughts, they win.
And that's they win.
John, combine the nails and the hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and nails are now Captcha-logged onto the same card and can be used together. He's just like me, for real, for real. God, I feel like that's going to be me at some point. I don't know who, but I can feel it in my bones. We're going to get to somebody and I'm going to just be like losing my mind. Anyway, you use the hammer and nails in the conjunction with the card beneath it. Nail the poster on the wall.
Okay, but like also you shouldn't nail a poster onto the wall. Like, it's really bad for your walls.
This is
2009.
2000. Who the fuck cares?
We don't have those those fancy things.
No, you have to nail your posters to the wall, but you have to nail it like specifically like in the middle. That's the only way they'll stay.
Yeah.
I turn to look at my cat on my
That's
bed.
not how that works.
Yeah, you have to use 50 nails to keep your poster up. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not.
the amount required, Gemma.
Your walls are destroyed.
That's okay. I own them. They're allowed to be
It's okay.
destroyed.
The rest of the world is about to be destroyed too. Anyway, you use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious. Exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. Examine the Con Air poster.
Cake?
Put the bunny back in the box. I said put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Sam, deep impact poster.
Yeah,
It's
Cage,
him.
just for you.
It's Nick Cage.
Your second favorite
Nick
Cage.
Cage.
Your second favorite Cage.
Morgan
Just
Freeman's
just for you.
genteel, homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president residing over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow. Films about impending apocalypse fascinate you. Plus a black president? Now you've seen everything. Man, that's just...
Again, this did come out in 2009.
I know, I'm just, that
What
was
else
me
you do?
being like, that was me being like, man, this really does date it so much. Chat, would you use 47 nails and 8 push pins to hang a poster, or would you eat it?
Please don't do either of those. Please.
I would
the
rather use the
poster.
push pins and then
I would rather eat them.
Eat the poster.
Eat the poster.
Like, that's so
I would
bad for
put
your
Nicolas
walls.
Cage inside me.
And you would destroy the poster too.
I'm okay. I can buy another one. I
Yeah.
have a job. I can do that.
Examine the calendar. You've marked your
Pretty
birthday
good,
as the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival date for the highly touted Spurb beta launch. It's been 3 days already. It started to become a sore subject with you. What is this link
Click
to?
click on link, click on link, click on link.
The homesick
Oh,
beta. Look at him.
He blinks and he turns.
Oh,
Oh, look at him.
oh my god. It's just the same thing. Is this literally just the same thing, but just fancier?
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Beta.
It's so
Oh
cool.
my god.
Move the green
Oh,
icon to the magic chest and click. Oh, hang on. Okay. Wait. Is this actually... Because this is different. Hang on.
Yeah.
With the magic chest, move green icon to magic chest. Your icon is not visible or tangible entity. Characters in the game cannot interact with it. You blubbering imbecile. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. So, like, this is actually... Is this literally... Oh my god! I've never seen this before. Oh, I see. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these sometimes for hilarious antics. You place them in your Silodex. There are other items on the chest. Thanks for playing the Homestuck beta. The stable release is now available for you to play. Does this take me back?
Yeah, it takes you back to the beginning. Sorry,
Fuck
but now
yeah.
I'm just looking at it. I'm staring at this because, like, there's also the audio sound in the background of that. So is it playing music on your side?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't. There's not really a lot of sound in this, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. It was just more of like the fact
Future.
that it had that, like, either if it was a GIF or anything, it was just gay. But like,
Yeah.
it's silly.
Anyway, I love this so much. It's so silly. It's just one of a kind. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. Eat cake. You are sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Silodex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer.
much cake.
Someone is messaging you.
Yes.
Here we go.
So much cake, okay?
Examine the incoming messages.
God is fucking. I love you.
I love this game is so 2000s and I love it so much.
Yeah, you know, it's
That
the exact
fucking
same theme as
Slimer.
what like Letters shared
Sy-
earlier. It's
yeah,
the same
system.
experience.
Yeah.
Typhus, Pester Chum, cake, fuck,
It's just-
cake. Ah, yeah,
Straight up the ghost from Ghostbusters.
yeah,
It is.
Slimer.
it's Slimer. What the
That's
fuck
what
is
it
that
is.
desktop? It's Slimer. It's Slimer from Ghostbusters. You pull up to your computer. Slimer jump scare. You pull up to your computer. My favorite thing is when this silly little like webcomic that's like so stylized and cartoony has like actual real life photos put into it. It's really funny.
Yeah, they really decided.
This game or this whole comic defines so much of my humor back in the day. Unfortunately, it still does. I remember me and
I was
Letters were
about
quickly.
to say, like,
No, me and Letters were quickly like skimming through because we wanted to see like how long
I
it took
wanted
us to
see
get to
when
certain
Jade
things.
came in.
And that's when we
And then we got to the mayor sections and I died.
yeah, we got to the mayor sections and then I was losing it because I'm like, that is literally it's the mayor's just literally just
Boy.
the easiest way to make me laugh. Anyway, you pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You are really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You are so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your Pester Chum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. Open Pester Chum. One of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. This is Pester Chum. We have Turntech Godhead. We have Tentacle Therapist, and we have Garden Gnostic. This is important for later. Anyway, we're also
You're ectobiologist.
ectobiologist. We're in a chummy mood right now. Anyway, open message. Oh, show pestering. Here we go. Yes, please do. All right. Hey, Mooney, you ready?
Which color am I?
You are
You're
red.
the red one.
Okay.
Got it.
Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today?
I got a Little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny.
Oh hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas up in here.
Okay, that's fine. But I just have one question, and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage?
But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory?
All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts.
Why did the fat kid or whatever drink it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous.
It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice.
Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet?
No. Did you?
Man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care. I'm not going to play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Bro?
Game Bro is a joke, and we both know it.
Yeah. Why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now.
All right. Looking out our window. Yeah?
Is Little Monsters a real movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't have to. They reference a bunch of very real life stuff in here all the time because they
I know.
don't have to
assumed
buy any.
so.
Movie posters are actual movie posters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen.
I just like.
See, Ghostbusters is right there.
Yeah, we got Mac and Me.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. You know, we
Here's
mentioned
the
Morgan
big
Freeman.
problem with all of that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. You say that as if I know what most of these movies are.
No, that's okay
the
that
only
you
one I
don't.
recognize is Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Well, no, we were just answering the question that, like, yeah, everything in here is a
I
real,
know.
like, movie, unless otherwise stated.
I just. Again.
I mean, they're
I
all
feel
they're
like
all
this
supposed to
game
be
dates
obscure,
me.
like, B movies anyway,
And they're
except
wrong,
for some of
but
them.
like it's still. I just. Yeah. Here we are.
Listen.
I love you. I'm gonna eat your face.
I love you too. I will not eat your face though.
Mac and Me is an
I will
I will
elaborate
just
ad
kiss
for
you on the
McDonald's.
head.
Yeah.
You see the view of your yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. And there beside your driveway is the mailbox. I'd like to imagine John would have been what I would be like had I been born a guy. To be honest.
Yeah.
Just have like a little more
Not.
femininity into him, and that would have been about me
No,
if I was
Morgan,
actually
because
cis.
That means that you would have contemplated at one point shitting on your desk.
I have intrusive thoughts, Mooney. I literally have intrusive
Sometimes
thoughts.
you have.
Those I
What
don't
if
have
you-
that
okay.
variety of intrusive thoughts,
no.
but I have intrusive thoughts.
I was about to say that one of your thoughts was just, I really should shit on this shiny surface that is my desk. That's one of them.
No, not specifically that, but again,
Morgan refuses to answer this question.
I don't like to talk about it. Okay.
Don't ask him about his intrusive thoughts. It's so
My intrusive thoughts are very personal to me. Okay.
Sometimes,
Uh,
Mooney, you have to be. You know, you can't just ask someone that, Mooney. Oh
You
my
can't
God.
just ask someone if they've contemplated shitting
am
on their desk
sorry.
before.
I will, because that means they might contemplate shitting on my desk.
I
and
would
have
never shit on your desk, Mooney.
Oh, is my desk not good enough for you? Is
Well,
that
will
it?
not.
No,
It's
it's
not
just rude
Don't
and
worry.
disrespectful.
Denny will do it for you. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Denny can do it. That's Denny's shitting spot.
I'm not wrong. If I put him on the desk, there's a very high probability he would shit on it. But like,
Yeah.
that's besides the point.
Yeah. Anyway, the little red arm swingy dealy thing or whatever is is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called anyway? You do not have time for these semantics. The red flippy lever thing means you have new mail, and that means the beta might be here. Go outside and check your mailbox. We are now reaching the point that I think Shinema stopped playing the game.
Like, I feel like I have to clarify on why I stopped playing the game. And that was because someone else that I knew was showing me the game in the library. It's like, oh no, we all gotta leave. And it's like, okay, bye then. And then I'm me, sitting in the library. I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Because
Yeah.
I didn't have a computer. So anyway, this is why. I don't know if I would continue very far. I probably would have, just because, like, you know, it seems silly since friend was interested
It's
in it.
very silly.
But, you know,
It's
here we
also
are.
I'm not gonna lie, not to pause and derail a little bit here. For all of its flaws, and Homestuck is certainly full of flaws, for a game that came out in the mid 2000s, it had so much like actual kind of like LGBT stuff in it, like very casually so, but like very much it did, because like
Very.
literally when you get to the trolls, like the
But the trolls' romance structures are so interesting and so queer. I'm just like, wow. And then the
Mhm.
trolls
Wow.
are just like intersex by default.
I
Yeah.
need you guys to know that, like, only knowing Homestuck on the outside, what you're saying sounds completely asinine and insane. I want you to know that.
That's okay.
I understand that it's probably true, but considering the fact that the lead up so far has me seeing a Slimer's like wallpaper, it's kind of like it's somewhere in there, probably.
Yeah. Oh,
but,
just
like,
wait. It's like,
What do you
again, it's
mean?
that
That's
thing of you
very
would
clear
never
media.
understand. It's like the JoJo thing. Like, it's like when everybody who knows anything
Wait,
about
you like
JoJo's...
JoJo?
No, okay, no. Okay, no. Listen to me. Hear me out. Everyone who hasn't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, if they only have their experience of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from online alone, they only would associate JoJo with being like about stands and like the ridiculous like outfits, like over the top fashiony outfits and stuff like that. But a lot of the stands and stuff, like all of the memes are like, is that an enemy stand, or like, you know, whatever, or like we have to find the enemy stand user. Those are the common memes. When you actually watch JoJo from part 1, starting from actually part 1 and not part 3, you will be surprised to know the stands don't show up till part 3. And in the beginning, it's literally dealing with like the first few episodes of like part 1, if we're just talking about the anime, but like also similar for the manga. It's about basically like sort of old English like interpersonal drama, and then vampires.
And Speedwagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Speedwagon. And the gay coded the gay coded man that is Speedwagon. But like he is but literally you get introduced to like, yeah, oh yes, the like literally the first plot of fucking JoJo is like, yes, I was almost in a horrific this one man was almost in a, like his wife died and he almost died in a horrific stagecoach accident. He accidentally thought a guy who was robbing him was saving his life, and then said that man, like he was indebted to that man. And so years later when that man was on his deathbed, he basically decided to be like, hey son, you're gonna go live with this rich like fuck, and you're going to like, you know, that's what you're gonna do. You can go like rob him for all he's worth, basically, because whatever. And then so like that's who Dio is. Dio's entire relationship with the JoJos starts because his dad is like, hey, go fucking get money from this rich guy or something because he owes me. And like, and then it literally the beginning of JoJo is just two like not blood related brothers having beef with one another. Like that is how JoJo begins, and then vampires get involved, but also it's still JoJo because also involved in that is Dio throwing a man's dog in a furnace. So like,
I mean, you've already told me about the floating head strangling somebody.
Yeah.
So
I remember it because I remember watching parts of the first episode, or like the first 2 episodes maybe of JoJo. I remember there was a mask involved.
yes, that's the
Right?
mask.
Yeah.
The mask that makes you a vampire. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
knew
like
that
that's
was
the
an
thing.
important
And then like you get to part 2 and it's like, oh okay, so now we're introducing the stands, right? No, we're introducing the oh yeah, also by the way, because in part 1 you also get introduced to sun magic that you fight vampires with.
Yeah, you know, as you do, because vampires are allergic to the sun, so you have to.
Yeah. And then in part 2 you're like, okay, we get to the stands, right? No, you get to more vampires, only this time you're also dealing with robot Nazis and also ancient Aztec vampires. Who want to take over the world.
Vampires.
Yeah. Who also, by the way, in the anime get introduced with dubstep. And then you get to the stands in part 3, if you make it that far. And planes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
JoJo.
Homestuck I feel like is a lot like that. Where it's like everything you know about Homestuck is stuff that doesn't show up till way later.
Way
So
later.
when you start playing it, you're just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on? And then after a while, you get gaslit into thinking people who are shipping the gay stuff are being, like, sarcastic. And, like, it's true that not all of them are canon. But, like, one of the most popular ships is 100% canon, and it's 2 lesbians. And they are canonically lesbians, and that's just what they are. It's completely canon. Example, buckets. Exactly. So, like, you know, it's really, Homestuck's a lot like that, where it's like, yep, you would not know anything that's going to happen, and anything you've learned from the internet, you won't know about anything about it until
all I'm understanding
100
is
chapters
you
in.
like content that's just from the outside so fucking bizarre,
Yes.
and when you delve into it, it's weirdly very queer and very
Yes.
like, oh, intense.
I
But
love
also
queer
bizarre.
narratives that are
Yeah.
weird. So, I love
Yeah.
weird shit. I mean, that's been established about me for a while. I love weird shit. So,
That's why you keep wanting
Yeah.
to experience it on top of your desk.
yeah. Sure.
I didn't even say Baja Blast. Why are you mad?
And Letters is dead.
Anyway.
That's it,
dead,
guys.
I'm
Thanks for
still
coming
alive.
to the stream.
Good.
Come on.
Unlike
Survived.
that,
Go,
unlike
guys.
that lady you shot.
No. Letters hasn't killed a woman yet.
Not here.
Not
but-
in this not in this
here.
universe where we're reading Homestuck.
Yes.
That'll come later.
That's later.
Letters will definitely kill many women during the course of this
I
comic.
definitely will kill so many women looking at the characters I am.
You
But, like,
literally
I have-
picked like
I'm
2 of the
sorry,
characters who
but-
kill the most women.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't have to know any
three of the
context.
characters that kill the most women. I'm sorry.
I don't have to
One
know
of them
any
comes
context.
back
of
immediately
Homestuck.
after, but like that,
That's
I still
true.
kill her.
That's true. Anyway.
Listen, whatever characters Letters gets assigned to, I know are going to be homicidal, problematic maniacs.
Yeah.
As
Only
you do,
one is.
because... So the rest
Only
do
one.
it on... Okay, sure, definitely.
The others are just baby and
Axo,
baby girl.
spoilers.
Sure.
One's a
We
baby
definitely
girl.
believe you.
Spoilers.
And the other's baby,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
there's the woman.
The woman.
Yeah, okay.
The woman.
Sure, we can
The most
believe that.
woman.
Are we ready to continue?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I just had to go on that
Yeah.
tangent because I was just like, I need to
It's
explain.
important.
You need to go on a tangent. Moody needs to just casually murder me and drive by.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
God.
it was
That's
necessary.
beautiful. All right, here we go.
Okay.
You are about to hurry down the stairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh, great. He's beating you to the mail. Forget it. Check the mail later. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you are trapped in this room, stuck, if you will. In a sense which probably borders on the titular. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship, truly ceaseless, operating the swing lever. The swing lever delays of harassment and in perpetuity. Whatever. The dude can just hold his damn horses. Salmon Games on the CD rack.
Games. It's loading.
Games. You've put countless man hours into this assortment of quality titles. Man, that bed looks fucked up. Absolutely dog shit for your love bar.
Hell yeah. Listen, all these kids are gonna have back issues.
All right, read Colonel Saskar's daunting text. Colonel Saskar's daunting text of magical frivolry and practical japery. You decide to consult with Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. But to really dig into this hefty book, you will have to capture log it. You're not sure if you are ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. Capture log fake arms again. What did you just say? You didn't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally capture logged your arms again. Set Festertrum status to bully. We've set it to bully. You don't think this situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous, but you still feel the Pesterchum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This unsurprisingly does nothing whatsoever. Oh, right, you forgot your chum is still pestering you. All right, here we go. All right, Mooney, come back. Here we go.
Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play it with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time. I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything.
Yes, it is understandable because you are really attractive. I am attracted to you.
Thank you.
JK, ha ha ha. No, I don't have it yet. My dad sees the mail, and I guess I have to get it from him to see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon sitting around with my stupid Sylladex. It's so frustrating.
Yes, you have been shitting around. What's your modus?
No, that was an intrusive thought. It didn't actually happen.
No, I said all afternoon shitting around.
Yeah.
That's what it says. That's what you did.
Ah.
You've ate too much cake.
Screams. What?
How do you retrieve artifacts from it?
Sorry, I looked at the chat for a second. Axo said, "What are we like 15 pages in, and the shippers already have ammo?" I mean, yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
There's
That's-
so much
that's
of
how
it
this
everywhere.
works.
It's endless. Oh, like at one at a time, I guess. And if I put too much in, something falls out.
Stack.
What is yours?
Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything and is awesome.
What the hell is that?
You should probably brush up on your data structures.
I guess.
Did you at least allocate your Strife Specibus?
No.
It could free up a card for you. Plus, let you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle. Which is never. What have you got?
Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms.
Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and allocate the hammer to the Specibus.
How?
I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works.
Combine fake arms with cake. You stick the fake arms into the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Saskar would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. Anyway.
It looks like my horns.
Oh, wow. Your horns were actually John's arms all along.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh.
Allocate hammer to Strife Specibus. Hammer
That says
kind.
kind Straba, so, you know.
Yeah. Kind of Straba.
Yes, you do.
You check the back of your Strife Specibus, and for the kind abstratus you have in mind for it, select hammer. Your Strife Specibus has been allocated with the hammer kind abstrabus. The hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your Strife deck. Report progress to TG. Doo-doot. Okay, I did it.
Hammer kind?
Yeah.
Okay, that will be the permanent allocation for all your Specibus. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant. Does anyone
Why do
actually
I
use
feel like you're
statue kind? You
lying?
could probably do some cool stuff with that. I don't know if anyone's ever statue kind. Now that you've got some space in your Sylladex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards present some convenience. Game Bro. Spurb. Why, the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better.
God, that sounds like early
Yeah, okay.
2000s online game critics. Yeah.
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 Here's an article for you. Okay. Game Bro features Spurb. So, okay, Spurb is the game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of. This beta is sitting on my desk for review. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'll write something. But I don't know. I'm like, so this is about houses or some noise? That's fine. I'm sure that's like fucking dynamite in a handbag for some brosifs. But all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything? Well, you're playing house or some shit? Are you ever in jeopardy or getting mud on your doll's dresses or whatever from busting out? And I quote, the mad stunts all wicked uppins? I know what I'm saying, Broyama. Broyama? Anyway, I didn't actually play this game, but I gave it a 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were all gonna chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it, y'all. So this one time, he was leaning against the screen door, and all the shit popped open, and the back deck was all wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess a thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless tool against wet grass. We never did watch Dark Knight on account of Ron trucking his bawling candy-ass girth to the hospital. But it's cool. I still got to watch. I got another watch in me. Brothel Rwanda. Brotel Rwanda. Bro notes. Dennis was so wasted. Haha. I mean, damn. Rating for Spurb. 1.5 hats out of 5.
Very informative.
Like,
Yeah.
the fact that your review is like half about you not playing the game at all, and
Yes.
just like, hey, does this game
Gemma,
have this?
have you
Anyway,
ever
I'm not
looked
gonna
at
lie.
the
This is
review?
about the state of
I
game reviews on
know.
YouTube.
I know.
I mean, yeah, it's literally just, it's the equivalent of like a recipe online, but a gaming review. It's the same of like, why am I
eat my
seeing your
gummies in
family's
peace,
history?
okay?
I want to make this pasta, please.
Why is it called
I will
Spurb?
eat
I
my
always
gummies
assumed
in
it's a
peace.
shortened, like a shortened version of suburb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I always assumed, was that's what it is.
I eat my gummies in peace now.
That or it's just a terrible take on a terrible term.
True. It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. You're
Yeah,
so
true.
right, John. Capsule Log Magician's Hat. You expand your final card on the Magician's Hat. Get funny glasses too. You don't have a free card in your Sylladex. However, you are able to merge the Beagle Puss with the Magician's Hat to create a clever disguise.
Clever
Link.
disguise. I'm gonna...
I guess it's actually called that then.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
so
guess
glad that
it's
there
actually
wasn't
called
any
that.
not safe
Look
for
at the
work.
first
I'm
image.
so glad.
Yeah.
Why is there just a...
What?
You'll not be able to
Fourth
see this
image,
from
there
live.
was a car cat, and then it was a John.
Yeah.
Shit, please, I love
It's
everything.
so good. Oh, also immediate shipping. Yeah, of course. Wear
Yeah, of
disguise
course,
to
of
fool
course.
Dad. John? Who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there has never been, nor ever will be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you were wearing the item, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. Leave room. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh, a man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hallowed tomes of Egypt that it is not. You are not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such a brazen assumption.
Anyway, now is the perfect time to tell you about my favorite DC villain. Anyway, continue.
Who's your favorite DC
Who's your
villain?
favorite DC
Tell me.
villain? Is it Harley
The
Quinn?
Joker.
I will murder you, Moody.
Who
I
is
will
it?
murder you, Moody. Anyway,
me.
Harley Quinn's great, okay? Because not only is she a doctor, with an actual degree, she decided, hey, this sounds like a great idea anyway. And then, yeah, she had issues, and that's how it is sometimes. But
Why
then
are
she
you
recovered from
bullying
them.
this
It's okay.
woman who was abused?
Yeah, I didn't say that she wasn't. I'm
Cinema,
just saying that,
why
like,
didn't
yeah, she
you
made
shoot
decisions.
her? Is that not the problem?
Yeah,
What are we
because sometimes
talking about?
people are awful sometimes, and that's the thing you
I
just have
thought
to learn.
I thought Letters was
And,
mad
like-
that Chinema didn't shoot Harley Quinn instead of bullying her.
Oh my god, I'm going to kill you.
Sit here.
Why
With
are
your
you
little
bullying
baby
me like
hands.
I wish I could just slowly zoom in on John's face while we're all rambling about nonsense.
We are sitting here, and this is how it is.
Rambling about
But yes.
murdering women.
John
know,
just
as you
vibing
do.
while Rose, Jane, and Dave have a conversation.
They're all
Yeah.
killing each other right now as we speak.
I
mean, is that not what's
Harley
happening?
Quinn's great,
Sure.
okay? I just really like Harley Quinn because
Yeah.
she went to doctorate school.
Yeah. She's a woman after your own heart.
Yes. We all go
Yeah.
to doctorate schools.
Mhm.
Anyway, I
Yeah,
just
we
wanted to say, Morgan, I don't know why you said tome and not tomb.
It's really hard to read, okay?
Because it says tomb.
What?
This text
Because
is very
it says
small.
tomb.
Just get good eyes.
I'm going downstairs. Da-da-da-da. To the downstairs. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch nemesis, Betty Crocker. And the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined. So, of course, you have to click the link.
Betty Crocker!
I love the informative links so much.
Just so you know who Betty
Gamble.
Crocker is.
Yeah, just so we all know who Betty Crocker is, here's the Wikipedia page. Read very fast, chat, if you want to read it. Anyway, back
Yeah.
to the game. I say as it's probably mostly cut off on my fucking stream.
It's okay. You can see it on
That's who
mine.
Betty
That's fine.
Crocker was.
Yeah, time to admire
That's
the
who Betty Crocker
Harlequins.
was.
You check out the shelves of fanciful Harlequins. Look at this
Harley
fucking
Quinn is
garbage.
best DC
You hate
villain.
this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night, you pray for burglars.
Why do I feel like John
Actually, in
would
fact,
really
the best DC
Letters
character.
house?
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe we do need to switch when we get to the alphas. Anyway.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
We sit here.
Holy shit, Grandma. Yeah, look, it's Grandma up there.
Damn you.
Anyway, a bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire, because that's what fireplaces is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace. Damn it. Why do you have to do that? Categorically, at all times, without exception. This is written the way Chinema talks sometimes. Anyway.
You should be able to understand it then.
Yeah. A domestic myth of uncountable origin holds. A home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that.
Just because I have the ingredients necessary to make a flamethrower in front of me
Yeah.
does not mean
No, I just
that
mean
I'm an
specifically.
arsonist.
I just mean specifically in a home, a fireplace needs a fire because that's what fireplaces are for. That literally sounds like something you would say.
Yeah.
And as
I'm
I
just
said,
thinking
just
about
because
the
I have
fact
the
that
items
Homestuck
to-
existed so that Undertale could be made.
Yeah,
Yay!
it's true.
Love it.
Toss Gamer Bro into the fire. Look at it burn. It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each Gamer Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos for big ups to Mother Earth, yo.
What do you mean?
This is for you, Mama.
I recycled best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's recycled
Asbestos.
asbestos. Which your
But-
John is now breathing into his lungs. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
I,
2000s.
Anyway, we're gonna fondly regard cremation.
yeah, you know, as you do.
You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged Colonel Sassacres. He never wants to talk about it. Topple urn. You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn, and ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filling urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You'd better clean it up before Dad finds it. Chad, do you think John dies of lung cancer? No, he doesn't die of lung cancer. He's fine.
He probably does.
mean, he
Dies of
could.
something else. Don't worry.
Yeah, he dies of so many other things.
Dies from the narrative.
Combine father's
saying,
pipe
okay.
with clever disguise. Yeah?
So what is assumed is that the dad was on a ladder climbing this bookshelf and he grabbed the book, right? And then the book dropped and it landed on his grandma and that's how his grandma died. That's what it's saying, right?
Supposedly.
Okay.
I
wanna make sure
don't
we're all
know.
clear on
I
this.
know Morgan was saying words, but I wasn't following it.
Wow.
This is John
I'm
rambling.
sorry. I'm so used to tuning out this type of like weird ass logic that whenever you do your rambles, that I think I just auto.
If it sounds too similar to Chinema, you just tune it out.
I can't help it. My brain goes and go to the happy place. Think about
Just
sharks. Oh,
Think
Chinema said a word I understand. Okay.
Combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. Examine oversized gift. Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time.
Is it a letters?
It's
It's
your
a
dad.
letter.
It's a me.
Oh, hell no!
Yes, it's me.
Big letters.
It's a big letters.
First, you prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. Having it in the middle of the floor sprawled out all akimbo like that struck you as unseemly. You capture log the ashes to your available card. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ashes back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been tidier if you just used a broom and a dustpan. Put the urn back. No one will be the wiser. Except maybe for the people with eyes. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and captchalogue them. Looks like Pester Chum is acting up again. Except in third and fourth walls of the room. God.
That's true.
Face off!
Yeah,
Face off!
Beloved
Face
off.
Armageddon.
Yep.
Ghost Dad.
Gilmore Girls? Is that what that is? I don't know.
A Time to
I can't read.
Kill. A Failure to something. Anyway, checking your Pester Chum. Doot. Another one of your chums is messaging you. It's letters time.
Letters time.
Now we have time for Rose. Here we go.
I understand that you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year as featured in respectable periodicals such as Game Bro magazine.
That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever.
I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks.
Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB.
John,
What?
you're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You are talking to me right now while wearing something ridiculous.
No. Why would you even think that? That's so stupid.
Okay, why don't you go get the mail from your father?
All right, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, JK, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha!
I know, John.
God.
I love
You can now execute the brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive. Attach arms to doll.
Oh, here's me. I have arms now.
You don't care what Colonel Sazaker says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. Inspect burnt paper on the floor. Broblerone. You put it back in the fire where it belongs. Throw the present wrap in the fire. As long as you're cleaning up. You carry hefty items, but that thing is just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. Read Colonel Sasker's text.
I don't.
Oh God. Okay, let's see if I can lean right in front of my screen. Hang on. The creepy crawlies. Hell's bells, we are having a mighty sporting time of it. Hold fast, my intrepid fellow pranksmiths. We're merely nicked the mahogany out of our japing chests. If I may direct the incisive ogle of your beaglepuss to the wriggling regency of rubber bugs, plastic parasites, squirming serpents, pliable pests, and every such order of fills of creepy crawly. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. In further exhibits, we shall dwell on the artifice useful to your exploits. Is your pappy's rod a real handy? What about a bit of iron cord? It shouldn't prove elusive. Bring those writhing rascals to life, and set the nerves of some old maid to the reek of Hesperus. Hesperus. Do you have a bothersome aunt who never seems troubled to find ways with your sunny afternoons? A broad, splintery fence, a bucket of whitewash, perhaps? By gum, you'll fix her wagon. And what of that tawny gent who puts his lackadaisical lean over your sarsaparilla in front? You'll have the listless
Octoroon.
Listless Octoroon finding the spring in his step just yet. God, it's so tiny. Anyway, you thought about consulting the text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now, but this text is way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decide to forget it. By gum. The door to the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts, a powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door to the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Where will you go? Well, we don't have a choice. We must go to the study. It doesn't look like he's in here right now. Examine Father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards and your dad's pipes, the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray captchalogue card. There's also a can of peanuts on the desk. Oh, Dad, you won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. Upgrade costume with hat from Rack. You swap the magician's hat with a bowler hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he is a rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. Yes! This will be perfect for expanding the space in your Scylla. Arg! My haunting piano refrain. Oh, there's some sound.
Music!
Just for us.
Oh, I love the Homestuck soundtrack. Thank you, Toby Fox.
Still thinking about that repurposed song that made it into Pokemon. You didn't know? So there's a Homestuck, The Baby Is You is actually a repurposed, like, it got repurposed into like one of the Pokemon games.
Oh my god, that's funny.
No, like
As you
straight up,
do.
Toby Fox made like a song for
Yeah.
Pokemon. It wasn't like, unfortunately, it wasn't like quite present, but like he did, and it was basically the same tune as The Baby Is You.
Yeah, I remember that.
What?
All right, John, play 52 pickup. You play the prankster's
don't know this
favorite
game?
card game, even though you are alone
It's
in
the
this.
Joker!
It's the Joker, yeah. You play
We all
the
hate this
prankster's
man.
favorite card game, even though you are alone in this room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid. Look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there is sure getting a kick out of it. You are allergic to their scorn. It's just Jinima. Anyway, attempt to leave the
listened
house.
To the song, and you are correct.
Yeah.
Heard it immediately.
I
Boop, 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 boop.
I'm sorry, is that a fucking Hicks Limers commercial?
Yeah,
Yeah!
Sorry, hi C, but
I see, yeah.
I see.
You go back to the living
course
room and
it's
contemplate
spicy.
checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities